Bladesmiths, welcome to beautiful Mystic Seaport Museum. The three of you are here for a very special competition because for the first time in Forge and Fire history, this entire competition will take place outside of our forge walls. Now, Bladesmiths, let's talk about what you're going to be building. Today, we're going to be paying tribute to those blacksmiths of old. You're going to be making this. Bladesmiths, this is a blacksmith's knife. And what makes it so unique is its integral handle. It is fully hand-forged and requires no additional material other than the steel that the blade is made from. This is a 5-hour round. You're gonna be making this blade from start to finish. But make sure that your blades fall within these parameters. Your blade length, measured from tip to where the cutting edge ends in a straight line, needs to be between 11 and 13 inches. It needs to have a fully integral and skeletonized handle. By the end of the 5-hour round, your blades need to be quenched, hardened, and wieldable. And today, you're going to be using coal forges and hand hammers just like they did centuries ago. Bladesmiths, what you're looking at here is a metal crate full of steel. Your time starts now. All three of our smiths, basically the same exact time, have come to their coal forges and are getting them lit.
These smiths have a lot of steel to move with hand tools. This 5-hour coal forge challenge is really endurance.
There's a crack in it. It's got a crack in it.
Oh!
Crack.
This crack is way far up into the blade, and I just cannot move forward with that because it could break. I really don't want to start over at this point. I've made a lot of progress. So I have to take off like 2.5, 3 inches of material. It's a lot of material, okay?
When I work steel, I want it pretty hot, but it's hard to gauge the colors because of the sunlight right now, but I'm just kind of going off what colors I can see. I pull out the steel from the forge, and part of the steel is missing. I just spent an hour and a half working this steel to get to this point, and I burned it up. I'm in a bad spot right now.
So I'm moving this metal and trying to get it to length. Drawing this piece of steel out is taking me a lot longer than I had hoped it would. My arm's getting tired, and all that's running through my head is, oh my gosh, I might not finish this.
Bladesmiths, you have 2.5 hours left. We are halfway through.
That's a problem.
Guys, Felicia is identifying some more issues with her steel, so she's not out of the woods.
This is fine. I'm going to go ahead and chop it off. At the moment, I just need to get back to work.
Emilio's starting to get more length, but I think at some point here real soon he's going to realize that he doesn't have
There's nothing
enough
there
steel.
for a handle.
Let's start over.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, that hurts.
Go with this again.
So that's a tiny, tiny little piece of round stock.
I have no time to waste. I gotta kick it into another gear. Otherwise, I won't get a blade done.
As I'm looking, I don't know that I have enough time to thin this thing out to a handle that I can fold over on itself, which is the right way. So I make the decision that I'm going to cut down the middle and just spread out the metal and make a gap in between them.
I need my steel hot enough that it's easy to move, so I'm cranking away at it. I just gotta get this bar moving right now.
I gotta say, Emilio's just cruising this go-around.
It's phenomenal to see what he's got going on.
It's do or die, now or never.
Emilio restarted halfway through the competition, the first one to have a quenched blade. Wow. Outstanding. All right, Jonathan's quenched too. We've got 2 quenched blades. Yeah, Felicia just quenched, guys.
That's great.
Wow, that's awesome.
So after the quench, I'm grinding off the forge scale, kind of clean it up. It looks really good. I got 2 big cracks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bladesmiths, turn off your tools. This round is over.
All right, bladesmiths, welcome to the dynamic strength and sharpness test. I'll be chopping into this wheelbarrow and cutting through these burlap sacks. Jonathan, you're up first. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, Jonathan did what we asked you to do. You got a skeletonized handle. The biggest thing I have about this is the shape of the handle. It's kind of bumpy where it should be flat and flat where it should be bumpy, so it's kind of rides really hard into my hand here. But the edge is sharp enough. I don't see any indication of any damage, breaking, or chipping. Nice job.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Emilio, you're up next. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Emilio, the obvious thing, your blade broke in two. There's a dark spot you can see at the top on both halves here, and that's where there was a crack that existed before I started testing. The grain is pretty big, likely from overheating it in the forge. But before it broke, that was a really good-looking blade. I think you did a phenomenal job, but as it stands, it just didn't take the impact.
Yep.
All right, Emilio, unfortunately, it did come apart. But Emilio, you're not out of the fight yet. Felicia, in order to move forward in the final round of this competition, your blade will have to survive 7 strikes. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, Ben, take it away.
Looks like it's in one piece.
Well, Felicia, congratulations. Your blade made it through all 7 strikes. Now, Emilio, you are an absolute monster out there. At 2.5 hours into the competition, you completely restarted, and you turned this blade in. It's a beautiful piece, but unfortunately, it did suffer a catastrophic failure. For that reason, we cannot continue testing your blade. I want to say thank you for coming out, but your time in this competition has ended.
Thank you. Thank you, bud. Thank you.
Thank you, Amelia.
Hey, guys. It was a very tough competition.